Depression is a state of the mind. Anybody can go into a depression, the rich, poor. But here is a case when a person who was in need of real help has been pushed into depression. COVID times are difficult times for the people all over the world. It's a time to lend a helping hand and lead the way. Many people are in distress. Many have gone into depression. Many are jobless. And in this trying time, some people taking advantage of the situation is a utterly shameful and distressful thing. Yes. Consoling. No consoling. Some people under the misplaced impression. Yes. These troubled minds need consoling. They have been seen the good and the bad, but still they continue to inflict pain. Pain not just on themselves, but and not just to their close ones, but people who are connected with them, who are their staunch supporters, who have been backing them to the hilt. They have lost their trust. They have misled them, misguided them, and these people who have been backing them have fallen for his gimmicks. And such scandals which I will not touch much, but for a brief period, is texting something suggestive text to a person who is in distress is a shameful act, and this person should be sent to a consoler. He should be consulting a psychiatrist, because this is not a one-off incident. This has happened over the period of time. There will be many victims who have suffered silently. They have kept quiet. But this man needs to go to consoling for his own good, for the good of his family, and for the good of all these people who are connected to him, and for the society at large. Yes, we only think when something drastic happens, this should have been done, that should have been done. But this consoling concept is something which has not been touched upon by our so-called people who have been meditating with this man, trying to find a solution. Yes, solution. I'm not sure if these people are trained psychologists, trained in handling such affairs. But there are some affairs, some matters which are best left to the qualified people, expert in the fields, who can console him, who can find the root cause of his problem and suggest some corrective measures. That is a practice, universal practice followed in the most advanced countries. But I don't think this has been done or suggested to these people. And it is not every time that you brush some things beneath the surface, hush up the things and say all is okay. All is not okay. It's maybe okay for a limited number of people for a limited number of time. But over a period of time, repeating the same mistake is a grave mistake. If the same mistakes were committed somewhere in other part of in the world, say for the USA or UK, this person sending suggestive text would have been in bars, and there would have been legal proceedings. But thanks to his generous supporters, thanks to his family, thanks to his faithful wife, thanks to the other women whom he sent, he has been spared jail, and he is in the safety and confine of his family. But repeated acts of omission and commission is a shameful and disgraceful act, and it should be condemned by all. It is time there should be some corrective measures. corrective measures in form of consoling in the time of distress. Time of distress not for such sick people with sick band of mind, but for students, for other people, because coronavirus is a time when anybody and everybody, anybody can go into depression. They may be going off the path. Off the path. A few days back, a friend of mine called me saying, "You must engage the Goan leaders, engage them in talks, and contribute. They should be contributing something meaningful to society." So now is the time to contribute in this COVID time. Mental health is an issue which many try to get buried. Nobody wants to come out and say it. But when there are some victims, they have been victims at the hands of different stratas of society. It may be from their own family. It may be someone who they have trusted. It may be someone who had the confidence, but that confidence has been shattered. And they have suffered enough of mental stress for a variety of reasons. Some have lost their jobs, some are desperate in going home, many problems. So everybody does not have access to proper mental care health. It's time people guide these people